we have a HOBAO, not sure how it's pronounced. So I believe this is a Hyper SS buggy. This thing popped up for $60. No engine. He sold the engine. It has different color wheels, but I like these 8-scale buggies. Today we're going to put this one back together. Well, this engine came in one of the lots, and the guy said that he had this engine or one close to it. So everything mysteriously works out. It's going on this. So I've never even heard of this company before, but the buggy's complete. You'll see all the parts. We'll talk about anything that was damaged or missing. They have an American store, and they had every single thing I needed for it, including this body, and it wasn't that expensive. Look at that. That's freaking awesome. Okay, so it is a Hyper SS. Just run through what was missing or what I needed. This was about $150. I already had the engine, so it's costing me about $250 to build this. I believe these are $500, I think, if you buy them brand new. So as you can see, everything's been washed. This one came with a bunch of servos. It was a really, really good deal. I actually haven't even looked at it yet. Let's look at what else he threw in there. Guy was real cool. We were texting about RC car stuff, and I brought up Traxxas, and I haven't heard from him since then. Okay, so obviously he threw in some extra tires. That's freaking awesome. I will use these 100%. And he threw in these wheels. Now, these are kind of like Stampede-ish Traxxas style wheels, in my opinion, but they're high quality. This feels really, really good. The only reason we're making a video on this one because I bought it from him and it had damaged parts. They can be expensive for somebody. He threw a rear shock in there, a brand new one. These can be $50 for all four, or $60. But the back shock was not the messed up one, it was the front shock. I went ahead and bought the little housing. This was $23. I don't remember being able to buy just the front shocks, or I would have done that. Now I need to make me a freaking HOBAO box. So I didn't buy anything past this point because we have a new shock and we can rob anything off of it that we need. Soak this stuff down in the kitchen sink with green magic, purple power, all those kind of sprays. Let them soak and then scrub them all. Okay, and you see it gets them real clean, but we do have to go back and fine scrub some stuff. This thing was hit real hard on the driver front, enough to permanently like warp that. And then it hit the shock and it kind of squished it. The housing, it feels all screwed up. Oh, that came out really easy. That. So you can see it is caved in just a little bit right there. So let's feel that bound, and should rebound a little bit. Nice. So the shock was the main thing that was damaged, and we fixed and repaired that 100%. Okay, we're gonna be running these servos, so I'm gonna go ahead and hand clean these up. I don't know if these are waterproof or not. All right, so you get the idea. We're just gonna kind of clean some of these parts up, and then we'll chime in once I got something started on the build. Just taking a brush and some sprays and cleaning all the gunk off 100% of these parts so everything looks brand new. This HOBAO website, or HOBAO, was actually my favorite website. I liked it better than Traxxas website. Okay, so it does come with the zip ties. We're gonna put those on way later. The filter, I don't see how this middle piece can even go on there. Okay, I don't know if they have special oil. I'm just gonna put Traxxas oil on there. It doesn't feel like it has oil on it. So I don't know where to buy these by themselves yet, but I did find two of them for HPA. I think I paid like $10 for these. They appear to be the same mold. So it looks like you can cut it to fit your setup. And then this pipe, this is all factory stuff for this Hyper SS model. So we'll trim that back later. All that's awesome. And it came with two of them. Okay, so I think two of these were stripped and it's missing some pieces in there, but you can buy all the motor mount screws right here. See how I'll put the screws back in so we can easily find out where they go.
See, I've got to be honest with you, I'm one of those people.
So you're actually supposed to put differentials on there first, but just make sure you put these side pieces on before the servo box. Oh, I put it on there backwards. God dang it. I had to go back and grind those motor mounts back. You can see them kind of notched to move the engine forward. I put a different bell crank on there because it wasn't this way farther enough. And then we got that real nice gear mesh in there. So all that's working out. Thank God that kit came with two boots, because with some trial and error, I made both of these for this vehicle. This is the stock pipe, but the guy was telling me he was running this pipe and it was better. So we're gonna go ahead and do what he said. So the fuel tank has been cleaned really good. and washed out, and we have a fuel filter on this one. I thought these were cheesy and stupid at first, but it's just a little screen in there, so it's not going to be restrictive or anything. I'm going to start running these. If you use water to wash your tank out, get alcohol. It'll absorb the water and then evaporate. Dude, I remember this line kind of goes under there.
The second hour, we talked about the nature of time travel. Could you ask me what would happen if you went back in time and something happened and you got killed back there somehow? Would you be dead back there only, or would you be dead in both times? Whether by natural causes or murdered, 10,000 watts in St. Petersburg. You know, you'll be able to hear them in Cuba. Not everybody is a professional speaker. East of the Rockies, you're on here, huh? Hello. Hello.
Where they take the hair, a hair follicle.
The aliens didn't want to make a deal.
No, not at all.
They didn't want any of our stuff.
Nope.
They didn't want to use us or eat us. I have always been fascinated with the concept of time travel. In fact, fascinated with the concept of time. Did you know that? The Sony Corporation began in a garage. This one from the Las Vegas Review Journal, entitled Millennium Sparks Time Capsule Frenzy. It's
Ooh, this one's hard. No! No! Damn, man. Come on, man. So I am having to elongate this hole a little bit bigger right here, and then we have to cut this one out. So I'll use a bunch of different things to try to get cut through it first. There we go, got the body fitted on there. I cut it a little bit extra big around that engine. We still have the plastic film. I left the stickers inside, so I'm gonna do those on a different day. I don't feel like going back in the house right now, but you can see, look at that, freaking, it's got blue metallic, beautiful paint job on there. And honestly, I have to study the stickers and see where they go, because I want to do this one just right. But you can see everything's back to factory specs. This thing is awesome. The alignment is a little weird on there, but I guess that's for dirt jumps and stuff. You have to dial that in. So like I said, I apologize that we don't run any of these yet, but we're getting all these ready for the fall. I can't start this one up. It actually made me really mad because the freaking pull cord snapped or got stuck or something. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little roto start on there or repair that. I just got through putting all this in there carefully and beautiful, and I really don't feel like taking it back apart right now. I can't tell if he took it all the way apart like I did, but I know the shock towers were off and some stuff I could tell was gone through. But overall, I love this car. I love the way it looks. I'm gonna keep those red wheels. All right, well, I think I hit a home run with this one. I paid $60 for the car, and I have about 250 in it now. You can always go buy a brand new one. I like to go this route because now I know a lot about this car. I know how it goes together. I know how to rebuild it, no problems. Everything just goes factory spec back. I measure every little thing. When the weather cools down in a few months, we're gonna have videos running these things, speed running them, dialing them in, and I'm gonna find out, is this strictly like a dirt vehicle? Because the stock alignment is obviously made to flow with jumps. Anyway, I'm not gonna mess with it just yet. Videos coming on. I think this thing came out beautiful. I love it. I'm keeping this one until the day that I die. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.